Here's a trailer reaction for No Tears in Hell, 2025. Starring, it looks like nobody that I recognize. So we open with poverty is a threat to democracy. Looks like there is a theme in this film. A class one. I like the location. I can't tell if this is supposed to be Alaska or not Scandinavia, I guess, as everybody has seemingly an American accent, although it could be Canadian. Maybe it takes place in the Yukon or Winnipeg. The basic story looks like this guy is luring people to an apartment on a pretense of it's someone else's apartment and they're breaking in. And then he kills them and his mother cuts them up for food. Decent horror premise, kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, killing people for food. The Yukon Bonesaw Massacre. And there's a detective looking to solve the case. Looks like there's a theme in the film of people marginalized or discarded by society. People in poverty, people, or perhaps they're drug addicts, or just the lower levels, especially if it's American society, because in American society, we don't take care of our people. We have increasing numbers of people that are homeless and in poverty. People struggling, people with mental health issues. We have a healthcare system that doesn't make any sense. So maybe it's not Canada. How do you take a typical horror movie premise and then elevate it and make it something that resonates down the ages, like Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Scream, the aforementioned Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I don't recognize anybody in this movie, and that's kind of a good thing. I like movies where I don't recognize any of the actors. Like George Romero said about making his movies with a very low budget, with a cast of people who are not household names, you never know who's going to get it next. And it kind of makes the story more believable. It's easier to get into if I'm not looking at Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or Jennifer Lawrence or Scarlett Johansson, someone whose face I recognize and I've seen them in other things. I've never seen these people before, so it's easier to suspend my disbelief. There's an indication in the trailer that the son is getting sloppy. Is this suggestive of some sort of rift growing between him and the mother? Is he questioning what they're doing? Is he losing his taste for it? No pun intended. That would suggest an arc of he's the protagonist and he's having a change of heart. Something's affecting him regarding this type of behavior. If that storyline has a satisfying resolution, that could elevate this above your standard slasher, cannibal, dysfunctional family horror flick. Maybe there are some recognizable names in this. Let me know in the comment section if you recognize any of the cast. Maybe they're from TV. I like the look of the main actor. He kind of looks like Lux Interior, lead singer of the Cramps. If they ever did a biopic on that band, he should be up to play Lux. And I like the production design. All the sheets and the tarps and this ramshackle shelter situation. That's kind of creepy. Reminds me of the basement scene in Dawn of the Dead. In another video, I mentioned how class has been removed from our comedies. So many great stories and movies in the past had class as a theme, going back to early cinema, Sergei Eisenstein, Erich von Stroheim, to Billy Wilder's 1960 comedy The Apartment, up through the 70s and 80s, Meatballs, The Blues Brothers, Stripes.
The last 2 hours, I've lost my job, my apartment, my car, and my girlfriend.
You still have your health.
Animal House. The tagline for Caddyshack is it's literally the snobs versus the slobs.
Oh, somebody stepping a duck.
Class has often worked as a theme, and if more filmmakers are embracing it, I'm looking forward to it. Hopeful that we'll have more interesting films being made. Now, a film doesn't have to have class as its theme to be any good, but having a theme and presenting it in an interesting, provocative way tends to lead to better cinema than not having a theme at all. I just reviewed the film Friendship, which you think would be, about friendship. However, the theme seemed more to be about people's personal insecurities that destroys their relationships. And you don't want to be on the nose, telling people what to think. The more provocative filmmakers get you to think, they don't tell you what to think. I don't know where this film's going to go with this theme, but the fact that this has a theme in it, I'm encouraged. But I'm looking forward to this. No Tears in Hell, 2025. This looks like something to look forward to this Halloween. Thanks for clicking in.
What do you expect for $1,000 a week? Hey, you have a good summer, too.
I've been waiting for you.